Satanists, genuine ones, are peculiar people. They aren't ignorant peasants or semi-literate natives. Rather, their ranks are filled with doctors, lawyers, businessmen, and basically high responsible citizens. They are not a careless group who are apt to make mistakes. But they are secretive and bonded together by a common head and desire to mete out havoc on society. It was Aleister Crowley who said, "I want blasphemy, murder, revolution, anything bad." The above quote is from serial killer David Berkowitz, who said he was part of a satanic group that orchestrated his murders. The quote is taken from letters he wrote to a church minister. Welcome to the video. Go like and subscribe. If you've watched previous videos, hopefully you've realized I put effort into entertaining you while getting this information across to you. If you don't like and subscribe, you're pretty much telling me you hate cute little puppy dogs. If you regret subscribing down the road, just unsubscribe, it's free. This video is a prequel, timeline-wise, to the information in my previous two videos. So if you want the bigger picture and full knowledge of what's going on here, make sure to watch all three videos. Booyakasha! The cult of all cults, it's time for an introduction. Hit the intro.
I got flavor.
So is it really the cult of all cults? I think so. Other authors and researchers have convinced me so. How do you even measure such stats to award such a title? Anyways, you decide on your own. The story of this cult spans a few centuries and has two vital leaders part of their history. So let's get started. Meet this guy, Sabbatai Zevi. See, I just called him Sabbatai Zevi, but through my research, there's a whole bunch of different pronunciations for his name. There's Shabbatai, then Zevi's pronounced a different way, and different spellings and stuff. So my apologies if I'm getting it wrong, but I'm gonna stick with Sabbatai Zevi, no offense. Zevi was born in 1626 to wealthy parents living in Anatolia, which surrounded most of Asia Minor and Turkey. Fast forward to 1666. Yeah, that's right. Zevi is currently a Kabbalist rabbi. At this point, he decides to declare himself the long-awaited Jewish Messiah. I can only imagine how that went down, quitting his day job, but getting up and being like, "Listen up, I quit, everyone, I quit, I'm the fucking Messiah now, fuck this job."
Hey everybody, got an announcement to make. Ding, 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 ding. I quit. Kiss my ass, everybody.
Regardless, he was reportedly a charismatic leader, and in a rapid pace he obtained half of the Earth's Jewish population as his followers. Members were forbidden to marry outside of their cult. There was even a system put in place to keep children unaware of what the cult was really about until they reached a certain age that deemed them trustworthy. Zevi and his followers came to be called Sabbateans. Then, yet again, I found a million different pronunciations. Well, not a million, 3, 4, 5. Sabbateans, Sabbatians. I'm gonna stick with Sabbateans, or whatever comes out of my mouth, no offense. A contributing factor to his popularity also came from Zevi's use of the Lurianic Kabbalah, named after Rabbi Isaac Luria, a 16th century mystic who proclaimed a new version of the Kabbalah which used numerology and codes to predict the coming of a Messiah. Zevi and his followers practiced an inverted form of religious practice.
But we talking about practice, man. What are we talking about? Practice? We talking about practice, man. We talking about practice. We talking about practice. We ain't talking about the game. We talking about practice, man.
They believed that by breaking old Jewish laws and traditions, the new Messiah could more easily lift them up to redemption. They feasted during fast days, ate food forbidden by Jewish dietary law, and believed in reincarnation. Another aspect of Sabbatean theology involved secrecy. Robert Seffer, anthropologist and author, wrote in his 2015 book, 1666, Redemption Through Sin, explained the Sabbatean view of secrecy. The theme of a secret, hidden, or occult identity became a part of this evolving religious philosophy. In essence, a true act cannot be committed publicly before the eyes of the world. Like the true faith, the true act was concealed, for only through concealment could it negate the falsehood of what is explicit. Through a revolution of values, what was formerly sacred became profane, and what was formerly profane became sacred. So yet again, let's remember this premise. Sabbateanism was not a form of Judaism, but an inversion of everything that common Judaism stood for. No joke, no over-exaggeration. Whatever was forbidden by Judaism was encouraged and sometimes even commanded of Sabbateans to do. This included incest and what would today be called Satanism.
Hail Satan!
Zevi even encouraged and told his followers to celebrate acts of evil and argued for feelings of guilt to be ignored. Zevi also foretold about a return to the promised land for Jewish people. An authority on the Kabbalah, Israeli historian Gershom Scholem, sorry if I butchered that name, described the Sabbatean movement as the largest and most messianic movement in Jewish history. Zevi was expelled from Jerusalem by rabbinical leaders due to his unorthodox views. Zevi ended up finding support from the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire. However, the rate at which Zevi's faction grew quickly made the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire uneasy. At this point, the Sultan presented Zevi with an ultimatum: your head or the turban. Some other researchers and authors say the Sultan threatened Zevi with torture. Regardless, the test was, if Zevi truly was the Messiah, he can just resurrect himself and shouldn't be scared of being beheaded, tortured, or killed. The turban option meant he had to convert to Islam if he was passing on the beheading or torture offer. To the dismay of his followers, Zevi became a Muslim and took the name of Aziz Mehmed Effendi. Some supporters still managed to turn this negative into a positive, and since they believed Zevi was the new Messiah, they foresaw this news as an opportunity to merge the two religions. When Zevi chose to convert to Islam, around 300 families part of the Sabbatean cult decided to do so as well. Well, just in theory, they secretly were still going to be Sabbatean. These people notably became powerful in the politics and business of Salonika, today called Thessalonica or Thessaloniki in Greek Macedonia in the southern Balkans. Salonika was a major center for Freemasonry and the birthplace of the Young Turk movement, which overthrew the Ottoman Islamic rule in Turkey. But that's me getting ahead of myself, let's stay focused. They continued to practice the goals and rituals of Sabbateanism behind an Islamic disguise and became known as the Donmech, which means to turn, which is ironic because their turn to Islam was a fake one. Many research and authors have concluded that Sabbateanism was a modern version of the religion of Sumer and Babylon, and can be likened in its beliefs and sacrificial practices to today's Satanism, because in many ways, it is today's Satanism. Zevi passed away in 1676. The movement's leadership was taken over by this guy, Polish-born Jacob Frank, who claimed to be the reincarnation of Zevi, as well as the biblical patriarch Jacob, to the Donmech people as he encountered them traveling through Turkey as a salesman. Aight. Instead of making this a 15 or 20 minute video, we're going to take a break here. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on Rumble, please consider giving me a follow. Me, making videos, is here to stay, so stick around with me. Drop me a comment, feedback, a question, recommend me a video or a book. Are you a content creator in the same field? Let's follow each other's channels. Maybe a collaboration in the future? Sure, I'm down. If you're watching on YouTube, consider adding Rumble to your app or bookmark collection. Get a hold of me on X or via email. Coming up, it's going to take me more time to pump out the long videos. Be patient with me, please. They take a lot of work, and in 2 days I'm back to my real-life full-time job. More short Glossary of Terms videos are also on their way. Go watch any videos you haven't seen from this channel and stay tuned for the Cult of All Cults Part 2. But for now, like a fat kid in dodgeball, I'm out. Hit the outro.
Motherfucker, I'm ill.